All right, guys, we are back with top four Edison Format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Luis Garza on the left playing Chaos Fairies versus John Vigil on the right playing Machina Turbo. First time for top four for Luis. Still kind of new to the channel. Now, both these guys went X1 and Swiss, so we'll see who will get to the finals. And John's got 9 wins, trying to be the third person to reach double-digit wins. Now, John has not won an Edison local in 6 months. We actually went back to look at it. He did win Hat in the previous 6 months, but not Edison, so he's kind of on a slump. We'll see if he can get to the finals. Now, the 1 seed, Ryan Knight, is undefeated with Christian Orange, so he's waiting for the winner of these two. I normally tend to film both top 4 matches, but his opponent didn't want to be on camera, so we didn't get to film that one, unfortunately. But we'll see. So it looks like Luis sets a monster and passes. Now, who am I rooting for? Chaos Fairies, because Fairies have never won on the channel in Edison Format either, so it would be pretty nice to see, it'd be pretty nice to see Fairies finally get that win. So we'll get a guaranteed Fairy winner if Luis wins, but here it looks like John's going off. He tributed for Caius, hits the Ryko, and then hits him with Gear Friend. Let's see if he's afraid of Gores. Now, Luis doesn't play many traps in his deck. So it looks like John just got aggressive, hits him for what? 42, 47, 57, 67. You leave him at 13, so... Yep. 13 at 8,000. I can't remember who Luis lost to. I think John lost to Ryan. Yeah, they faced the last round of Swiss. John and Ryan. Now, this is a matchup that I'm not familiar with, Fairies versus Machina, because Fairies, again, not many people have played. It's funny because all of a sudden, I was talking about Christian, or now people are actually playing it at the local, which I'm glad, because I think it's a pretty good deck. Just Christia it's hard to deal with. Some decks can't deal with Christia. All right, let's see what Luis can do. Summons Dialk, effect, pump, Dialk, banish the Battle Fader. No, gets banished. Oh, no, the Ryko got banished also. Whoops. I forgot he Caius the Ryko. It's just normally people put their graveyard right there. So he crashes with the Gear Frame, adds back the Battle Fader. That'll buy him some time. Passes back to John. 8,013, 6 months. Love it. Tries to go for game, and he's going to drop the Battle Fader, obviously. Yeah, apparently in his last match, Luis, I think someone mentioned that he forgot to banish the Battle Fader. I didn't even notice it either. It's hard whenever the duel is sped up and I'm kind of like talking at the same time. Sometimes I'll go on a rant and tell a story. It's just the way I do things. So anyway, he pumps up the gear, what's it called? Dialk, and hits a Herald of Orange Light. But what can you do? I mean, do you crash and try to get Orange Light, or do you just pass? You're at 13, so Fortress hitting over your Dialk won't be game, but I don't know. We'll see. But he's got Honest in his hand, so he could just pass. But if he passes, then John is going to hit him with the Fortress into the Dialk. And if he has Ryko, I don't know. I see Soul of Purity Light in his hand. He's got Ryko. He's got Honest. I think he's got double Honest. Yeah, it looks like he's got double Honest. Herald of Purple Light, which is dead. So what do you do with this hand? How do you summon Herald, Soul of Purity and Light? You banish 2 light monsters, right? But he only has 1 in his graveyard. I'm just trying to think what the play is for Luis here. So he crashes, drops Honest. Was this the correct move? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. So he Honest, and Fortress is going to pop the Dialk, maybe. So he chooses the Dialk, and now he's going to grab Orange Light. Yes, because he can discard the Purple Light, so maybe you special the Soul here? Yes, okay, I like this play. Special the Soul, banish Honest and Dialk. So you're left with Ryko, Orange Light, Purple Light. Yes, Ryko, Orange Light, Purple Light. And what's the light? Is it Honest? I think his last card is Honest. Yeah, okay, not bad. But he has Ryko, so he's probably forced to Orange Light here. Yes, Orange Light the Ryko. Come on, second Caius. Okay, Gear Frame. Okay, this is bad for Luis. Because he's going to grab Force, bring back Fortress, attack the Soul with Fortress. He's going to force the Honest. Pop. This should be game for John. Discard Force, Remac Fortress. And he's got Pot. Just add insult to injury. I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll draw Brain Control just to guarantee game in case something goes wrong. But I don't see what could go wrong. Gores? No, he's a 13. Yeah, this is another Battle Fader is like the only thing I can think of that'll keep Luis in the game. All right. So, yeah, attack with Soul. I guess you could do that first and then attack here. Second Honest. He's going to be forced to drop the second Honest. But this is game. You're at 13. He's going to just pop your Soul. Yep. And now Caius hits for game. Yep, that's game. All right, so John takes game 1. 1 win away from getting back to the finals. I forgot. John's been in the finals a bunch. He might have, cause again, he's got 9 wins, but he's got a bunch of second places as well. So he's probably, I think between him and Ryan, I'd probably have the third most final appearances. I don't keep track of second places anymore. I used to, but I can still go back and keep track. Cause for those guys wondering, I have every finals that has ever happened on the channel for each format. There's a playlist for it if you guys want to go back and watch. I have a playlist for all the Edison finals, all the Tengu finals, even though there's not that many in Hat. All right, so it looks like he just passed. Luis just recharged and passed, and let's see what John does. Charge. Mills Cyber Valley, Raikou, and Compulso. It looks like John's on the Cyber Valley. I think that card's okay. I don't know if I'd play it. It seems good because, like, you can, if you have Hamster, I don't know if I'd play it. All right, let's see what else you got, John. So charge, sets a monster, passes. Now let's see what Luis will do. He's got Necro. He's going to set his own monster. Did John set the Raikou? Let's see. Or did he set, like... Yeah, he did set the Raikou. See, a lot of people there... Well, he got him by setting the Necro Gardener. Okay. Some people would have just summoned the Necro and attack. But this is not bad either. So he hits him with Raikou for 200. See, this is where the mind games come in. Like, sometimes you think your opponent will set the Hamster, and then what do? Do you set your Raikou? Here comes Soul Release from John. Okay, so he banishes everything. So yeah, I think in the previous video, someone got Soul Release, and Necro negates the next attack that turn. So I think Mergine was playing, and Luis Soul Released his Necro, and they were saying, and I remember I was thinking, if he chains it, it'll just negate the next attack that turn. So and he like Lila the Threatening Roar, so it didn't matter whether he chained the. Oh no, he moved his. We can't see his banish pile because he got it. He moved it off camera. So John with the Book of Moon, and Raikou will make this guy miss timing. He hits Fortress. It's always nice when this deck hits Fortress. Yeah, he's counting. Maybe he's got 5 for Avarice now. Yep, he does. Yeah, John was telling me Book of Moon is good in the Machina deck. I could see it. I mean, it's always been decent in Raikou Hamster decks. All right, so he passes back. Man, Luis just he plays no spells and traps. He's just a really aggressive deck. He plays like probably multiple battle faders. So here, John pitches horse to bring back Fortress. Activates Pot of Avarice. Puts back 2 4s, Gear Frame, Cyber Valley, and the Raikou. And here comes the Crow. Returns the Gear Frame, or banishes the Gear Frame. Okay. Now, are you afraid of Gores if you're John? He has a normal summon, so it depends on the rest of his hand. Hits Luis for 25. Normally, John doesn't keep track of life points on Neuron, so shout out to him. He's probably doing it for the camera. It's rough, man. For those of you guys who do commentary, it's rough doing commentary and doing the life points. All right, so here you special summon Cyber Dragon. See, this never works out for me. Every time I play against Machina, they just beat me down, and then whenever they do finally drop the fortress is when they go for game. That's what I noticed. It happened to me, and I was playing against Victor's. Well, his deck's a little different though. He's playing Machina Lightsworn, so he was just beating me down with the Lightsworn engine twice, and I had a dead Cyber Dragon in my hand. I was like holding it for his fortress, and every time he would drop the fortress, it was a game. All right, so here comes Mind Control. Hits the Chimera Tech. Mills a Force. I wonder if John's on 2 or 3 Force. I think the standard is 2 Force. Because you don't want to draw double Force. That's why I know most people I've seen don't play 3. But I have seen some. I'm a test it. Because I think Machina is like it's such a good deck. But it hasn't done well here in the US. I know it won the Ultimate Time Wizard in Europe, but it just, I don't know. It just has not performed well, and I think it's because not enough people are playing it. That's what I think it is. Like occasionally you do see a few people play it, but not enough. Not enough like Blackwing and Vayu and the other decks. All right, so he hits him for 18. So now we're at 42 to 53. End phase Mills, Raikou, and Honest. Come on, John. You're on the 6-month slump. But to be fair, John doesn't play as much as he used to. He still shows up occasionally, but also at the same time, there's people who play in, like, for example, I play in every tournament. That's why, like, I tend to make Top Cut a lot, especially whenever we have a few people. Not to brag, but it's just the truth. I think I'm the only one who joins, like, all the tournaments. Okay, so here he errands the Raikou. So yes, John's doing it correctly. You shuffle the Raikou back into the deck. Yeah, see, John's explaining it. Yeah. John's one of the best judges I know when it comes to rulings. I feel bad for him every time we're at the local because he's playing in the tournament, and anytime there's a ruling, they're like, John, interrupting his game. Even the other day, we got into a ruling dispute in hat format, and I just happened to be messaging John, and I asked him, hey, I need your help with a ruling. It was what was the ruling? It was a Pot of Duality. So Dennis was playing, I forgot who he was playing against. He summons Traptrix Dianea, used Dianea's effect to special summon a monster. His opponent chains DD Crow, and he was wondering, can I still play Pot of Duality? And John was like, no, because you attempted to special summon, so you can't. Even though you didn't special summon, because he chained Crow, but you still attempted to, so you can't Pot of Duality that turn. So, yep. Anyways, here comes Trooper from Lewis. Mills Gores. Okay, it's always nice when your opponent... See, this is one of the reasons why, like, I've said this about Vayu in the past. Like, sometimes you just mill your power cards and your opponent isn't afraid of them anymore. Like, they mill their 1 Torrential, their 1 Mirror Force, their 1 Gores, their 1 Return, Burial, Dark Arm. Alright, so this is not looking too good for... I mean, they're both pretty low. But Lewis just has all monsters in his hand. Maybe he can negate the Lila from milling to get it off the field. And maybe he's counting to see how many fairies he has in his deck. Sorry, in his graveyard. Okay, so Lewis's hand is Honest, Orange Light, Card Trooper. So John summons Plague, Synchros for Goyo. Attack. You know Gores is gone because he milled it, so now you leave Lewis at 800, so he can't draw wind control against you. He just drew another Orange Light. Oh, John's about to deck out. Look, he doesn't have that many cards left in his deck. But what does he do against a Goyo? I mean, he has Honest, so does he have a light monster he can summon? Nope. So, what'd he draw? Gear Frame, Card Trooper. What did John draw? Okay, Gear Frame. What a good draw. And now he's going to Orange Light the Gear Frame. So he's left with Honest, Caius. And he hits over the Card Trooper. Now let's see if John takes it. I think you can. I think Card Trooper has to be sent from your field, right? John might take it. Yeah, he took it. I think it has to be sent from your side of the field. Here comes Charge from Lewis. Mills Battle Fader, Cyber Dragon, Raikou. What do you add? Lila? So he's probably going to honest over the... I'm just double checking on Card Trooper. I'm pretty sure it has to be sent from your field, side of the field. Yeah, it says if you control. Okay, so yeah, he won't draw a card. So he's going to honest over the Goyle, leaving John at like 25. But now he can just switch the Card Trooper over and attack over the Lila. So it's not the worst, but he's at 800. Draw. But he could have the second honest. But here comes Wind Control. That is game. I mean, there was so many cards he could have drawn. He didn't have the second honest, so it didn't matter. So congrats to John. He's going back to the final. So we don't get a guaranteed Christia Sworn winner, unfortunately. So if Ryan beats John, he would be the first person to win with Christia. And again, John's on a 6-month slump since he's won at Edison. So we'll see who pulls off that win. We'll be back soon for that one. And also check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, one word, all caps. Yep, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.